All right, cool. Great. So welcome and hi everyone to our Friday afternoon Zoom call. My name is Ariana. I am a franchisee with Juice Plus. I have been with the company now for about 12 or 13 years. This call in particular is mainly to share with you. We're a group of passionate healthcare professionals, personal trainers that really want to share our experiences in the industry over, collaboratively over probably 20 or so years, working in the field with health and nutrition and training personal clients or groups. As your host, I'll just be mainly introducing you to the people who we've invited in to share from their experience. So the first person I really want to highlight is Matthew Avellano. I hope I said that right, Matt. Matt's a personal trainer. He's based in the northern beaches of Sydney, and he trains a variety of group and personal training clients. I'd like to just bring Matt into the call first of all, and he'll just share a little bit about the nutritional part of what we do and what we recommend into our programs and with our clients. So Matt, so we can just really get to the point, I'm just going to shine the light on you, and if you can come in and just share your experience. Thanks.
Thank you. Hey, hi guys, how's it going? A little bit about myself. Yeah, I'm a personal trainer. I've been doing it now for about 6 years. Been doing it full time for one. It's all going really well. The first time I heard about Juice Plus was 2 years ago. I was looking to improve my parents' nutrition, and especially my mum. She had breast cancer and hip replacement, and I understood, the nutrients that she needs to get a full recovery. To get a full recovery and to get her back on her feet and get her up and running again was very important. So I went down the path of doing the blenders and the smoothie kind of thing, and that kind of worked for a bit, but it didn't work out very well. And then when I heard about Juice Plus and I saw the amounts of fruit and vegetables and all the nutrients and minerals that are packed in there and how they're produced, I went, wow, this is fantastic. So I shared that with my parents. They've jumped on board, and it's been great ever since. And so then I fell in love with the products, and now I just want to share the business, because I've jumped on board to do the business and to help myself grow and help other people grow and build for my family. So I just want to share that with others. But about the products, they're very simple. The company is a fruit and veg company, and we have 3 products. We have a micronutrients and macronutrients, and part of our micronutrients comes in from capsules. You get the fruit, veg, and berry. And what is very simple about these is that everything is just written on the back. It's very straightforward, so you can see exactly what you're getting and what you're taking. There's no, if or buts or whatever. So when you take these 3, you are getting over 30 different types of fruit and vegetables into your system every day. So it's very simple. You take 2 capsules of each, down you go, glass of water, and then you're done. So you don't have to worry about, where do I need to go get this? Do I need to eat that today? Have I eaten this today? And it's, and it's just a great way to optimize your nutrition. And it's just, like you couldn't get any easier than doing it that way. And the way that it's produced, the company grows, picks, and pulverizes and then dehydrates the fruits and vegetables, and then they powder them. Then they encapsulate them into a vegan capsule, like so. So it's very simple and very easy. You can still, it's nice and squeezy. It's not hard, so you can actually see and feel all the actual dried fruit and vegetables in there. And also, what they have, part of their micronutrients comes in some chews, little soft chews. This is like a little gummy. They're for the kids, but also the adults can use these as well. Not everyone's happy about swallowing capsules and struggles a little bit. So these are also designed for people for those as well. And what the company does, any adult, I just dropped that. Any adult on the capsules, the kid gets this for free. Any child between 4 to 18 years old can get this up to 4 years for free. So it's a great way to optimize your family's nutrition in just one big swoop. It's fantastic. It's really great. So that's our micronutrition. And our macronutrition comes in a shake. There is another shake. There's an also vanilla shake. And this is a chocolate. And these are great for people who are on the go. Okay, so these, again, all plant-based. Everything's natural in these. As I said, all people on the go, or people who struggle with lunches during the day when they haven't got time or they haven't got, to get away. Also, you can use these for, I use these for post training. Every time I go and train, and I train hard, I know that it's all about recovery, and in this gives you exactly what your body needs to recover. So it's a great way for your body to repair itself. And that's our products. Thank you.
Thanks, Matt. So I just really want to shine a light now on Paul Vanderstretten. So Paul's also another personal trainer in the Northern Beaches here in Sydney. But Paul, what I was hoping that you could maybe sort of share from share a story around a particular client that you've had consuming Juice Plus, and maybe elaborate a little bit more on what you found has been beneficial for a particular client, if you can. Thanks.
Gee, a bit of warning would have been good there. Matt, just before I go into that, Matt, I've seen you train hard, mate, so I can understand why you're smashing those shakes down and why you see value in them. A particular client on the Juice Plus products. Can I share with you someone that's not a client, but actually someone that's in my team, Oriana?
Yep.
And
same. Yeah.
She's actually someone who I met originally at a gym. She's older than me. Her name's Kay, and I met her at a gym over 13 years ago. I just used to see her then, and to be quite honest with you, I used to look at her and go, looking in the old bird good, going to the gym and very diligent, and I wasn't perving on an old lady, but for an older woman, she was quite in shape. And I just would see her around. One day I was working with a client at a hospital, and I saw Kay, and we started chatting, and I didn't know she was a nurse. So we really connected. We started chatting about the gym and so on and so forth. And I shared with her Juice Plus. Straight out, she said, "Oh, can I get some?" It made sense to her. Very soon after, she actually started working with the company. But really early in the piece, she learned that she had cancer. And when I share this story, I by no means suggest that Juice Plus cures cancer. We know the research behind Juice Plus, and if you don't know that, get with the person that's directed you to this Zoom call and learn how you can read through it. But we do know the benefits and the preventative powers of plant foods. So she was really excited that she was using Juice Plus at that time when she learned about that cancer. It was a melanoma. She was diagnosed with two other blokes. One was a uni student, 19, I think he was, and the other was a dad who was in his 30s. At the time, I think Kay was around 55. They took the three of them down this path together in terms of their treatment because they were similar, and they wanted to track them together. And I think from the word go, they basically straight out said to her, she's got the probably her chances weren't the best out of the three of them. So she diligently doubled up on her Juice Plus. That was her thing. She also stopped consuming meat and refined sugars. So she was very, very careful around her diet. But she used to complete every day and double dose the capsules, the fruit, veg, and berry. Within a year, the young boy had unfortunately passed away. And in that time, they would go for their checkups. Kay's results, her blood results were really good. And the other guy would ask her, what are you doing? And she'd always share Juice Plus. I think he was in Queensland. He never jumped on board, and I'm not saying this is the reason. Unfortunately, he also passed away and left behind a family. Kay today is still thriving. She still has her checkups. She doesn't have any detectable levels of cancer. And melanoma, I don't know if you know much about cancer. I've only been learning really a lot through her. But it was a pretty nasty cancer she had. So she's a real advocate and knowledgeable and informed around, lifestyle-related diseases. So, you asked me to share a story about someone I know using Juice Plus. for me, that's a really significant one. And again, I stress, we're not saying Juice Plus cures cancer, or anyone that doesn't use it that has cancer will you know, pass on. But Juice Plus, as Matt was saying, you know, it's all written on the back of the bottle. It's plant food. It's a whole food. It makes so much sense. And plus, we always say a more than embrace our concept in nutrition. They become a part of a community that really is about healthy living, you know. So you learn, you know, we've spoken about this before, Ayana. We have a lot of biochemists, neurosurgeons, doctors, skin and specialists, such a variety of health specialists that align themselves with our company because the concept in nutrition aligns with their value or the philosophy of food. So, you know, I guess what I'm saying is when you really embrace Juice Plus, you're engaging with a company and a community that inspires healthier living. The choices you make, you know, you see water as liquid gold, you know. Obviously Juice Plus is powdered gold. You know, you have a stronger focus around exercise. You start rubbing shoulders and are able to connect with other health-minded people who, you know, share recipes on Facebook and social media. So yeah, look, I'll wrap it up there and just say, yeah, Kay's. I guess, you know, you pulled it on me. I hadn't even thought. If I had a bit of warning, I may have thought of somebody else that's more related to, you know, for trainers to see the difference training makes. I won't share my story around that because I want to pass it back to you. But Kay is a gym junkie. She was a gym junkie. She was an overtrainer and undernourisher, probably like most of, you know, not just the gym population in Australia, but the first world population across the board. So she definitely, she's a beautiful woman and definitely a valuable story around the powers of Juice Plus and plant food and what we are all about. So that's her.
Great. Thanks, Paul. And yeah, thank you, Matt, as well. I like the fact that I put you on the spot, Paul, because it's raw, and I really wanted to come from a space where it really highlighted there's thousands of different stories that I've heard over the years since being involved with this company. The benefits that have basically different people have experienced, and I think the main point about this, and it's really simple, you know, just how simple Matt was able to kind of explain what Juice Plus is. It's fruit, vegetables, and berries, and that's what we are. We're a plant-based nutritional support that can be consumed conveniently and inexpensively as well. But the results really are independent, and you know, to each individual's requirements and their health needs. I love the fact that both Matt and Paul, and I'm about to introduce you to Ruth Wilkinson, who's actually in New Zealand at the moment, that we're all educated in the area of anatomy and physiology, but we've really taken on Juice Plus quite passionately as our nutritional personal choice, but also to be recommending to our clients and family and friends. And I just really want to highlight and spot the light now on Ruth. And Ruth, if you could just share your background, your experience, and just share a bit more about why you aligned yourself as a healthcare professional personal trainer with a company, please.
Yeah, sure. Thanks, Oriana. So my background is I've been a personal trainer for the last 4 years, and have previous to that came from a corporate background, working for law firms most of my adult life. And I wasn't happy for many years in that corporate world, and then finally came to a turning point in my life where I decided that I had to do something different, and I started to be a personal trainer, and that's when I truly found my passion of helping people. And I studied for a year. I got off into a great start in business, and built a successful business here in Queenstown very, very quickly, being a smaller town. But what I soon found, and what many personal trainers find, when they do this business is that I became a slave to my work. And although I loved and was passionate about helping people, I was run down, I was worn out, I was just working crazy hours. For anyone starting off a business in this industry, it's really, really hard work, and most people fail. So I had gotten to a point where I was searching for something else. I was searching really for a solution for my clients nutritionally, because every single food diary I looked at, my clients just weren't consuming the amounts of fruits and vegetables they needed to every day. And I had supplemented my diet for many years with synthetic supplements and knew the importance of that. So when I came across Juice Plus, the product, it just made complete sense to me straight away. It was a no-brainer. It was simple. It was just fruits, vegetables, and berries in a capsule. I actually had no idea that there was anything like this out there on the market. So when I knew that I could put something into my body that was completely natural, that was from fruits and vegetables, I just wanted to do it straight away. So I did, and I researched the product. I had just won a New Zealand Fitness Award, and I was very aware of if I was going to do this and align myself with the company and with the brand, that I had to do all my research and make sure that this was something that I fully believed in and was passionate about. I did a lot of research into the company and researched the business opportunity, and that's where and I truly believe that Juice Plus found me, both the product and the business, because the business opportunity became a solution for a lot of needs and concerns that were going on in my life at that time. Just being overworked, never getting paid when I take holidays. You have a client call in sick and you don't get paid for that, or if you're sick, there's a whole day you don't get paid for, and you've got to try and shuffle clients around. And so here was an opportunity that I could create a plan B, something that I could do, on the side, just in part-time hours. It was something that complemented my business, because it was, it was all in line with my values and what I was trying to educate my clients to do every day, and eat more whole foods. And it became that solution that I could offer to clients, to bridge that daily gap when they weren't eating enough. And then I took on the business, and to be honest, I jumped into it after doing my research, and I thought, well, I'm just going to give it a go. What have I got to lose? It was only $137, and I thought, if it doesn't work out for me, at least I've gotten myself healthy. So I jumped in and did it. I had no idea what I was doing. I was helped along the way and shown just one step at a time, and it very quickly grew for me. And it was when I got to the third month in my business, that I looked at the income that was coming in from being able to help people with a product like this, that I really realized the power of this kind of business. And I decided to give it more time. I didn't think I had much time to give it, but I decided to find the time and give it more time. And it's really it's something I've built up over the last 2 years now. Had tremendous success with helping my clients improve their health, but it's also enabled me to not live that crazy life that I was. At one stage I was working as a PT. I was running boot camps, and I was doing my Juice Plus business, and it was a crazy life, and I couldn't keep that up. So just recently I've been able to completely cut back on my PT and just have a lot more balance in my life. I'm at that stage in my life where my husband and I are trying to start a family. So what I have created from this business has enabled me to be able to when children do come along, to be able to completely give up all the other work that I have and still have an income and still be able to help people work from home and work it around family life. So that's pretty much my story. I love the fact that with this business now too, that when I take holidays, I still get paid. So for the last 2 Christmas and New Year's, take 4 weeks off, and my Juice Plus income still comes in, which is awesome. And that's a smart thing about this kind of business model in this industry, is that it's residual income or passive income, which is a really smart way to build income. But I, since being with the company for 2 years, and Oriana will obviously be able to share a lot more than I can because she's been with the company for a lot longer, but just in the short 2 years that I've been with them, I absolutely love what this company stands for. It's to begin with, it's a company that's been around for so many years, 40 years, and the product itself has been around for almost 30 years. So that really showed me that this is a company with a lot of stability, and I love the ethics of this company. They are really a mission-driven company. They're really passionate about inspiring healthy living all around the world, and particularly when it comes to improving the health of children around the world. And the company gives back millions and millions of dollars to improving the health of our children, which is just amazing. So they're a real company with heart. The people that are part of this community that we're part of are some of the most inspiring, positive people I've ever had the pleasure to be around, and I get to be around these kinds of people every single day in this business, which is what I love and what I'm so passionate about. And I love my PT work, but I've now found something that I'm even more passionate about. So I'm really, really excited for the future. I've only been with this company for 2 years, and I'm really excited to see what this can bring in the next 5 years and the next 10 years, and how many people that I can impact, not just here in my hometown, not just here in New Zealand, but around the world. We can build an international business with this. So it's the sky's the limit. There is unlimited opportunities with this, and I absolutely love it. So I hope I've covered what you wanted me to, Oriana.
Yes, thanks, Ruth.
No worries.
Thank you, Ruth. No, that's perfect. I too am really grateful that Juice Plus came into my life. From a nutritional perspective, but also just with the business. I've been a franchisee, an active franchisee, for over a decade, and in that time, I too started out myself, not really knowing, going in blindly, not very experienced when it came to the business model. But I knew in my gut that nutrition was essential for good health and well-being, and because I had that belief in my soul and in my gut. I really was quite enthusiastic about sharing it. So I was kind of like passion on fire with not much knowledge. But with that, I wasn't alone. And Ruth alluded to this, and so did Paul. I didn't have to know everything to build a successful business. Actually, my business grew faster than my ability or my skill set to have the knowledge to be able to manage that. I really initially just came from my passion around helping people. And because I work in the field, and everyone who's shared so far, we work in a field where we really are contributing to the well-being of humanity. And that it really does, Juice Plus does help in that, from that level. And the science has been mentioned. And we do have the credibility, I suppose, from a healthcare perspective. We have the credibility of the science. And not that the science really mattered to me, but as I've been in the company a bit longer and I'm seeing more and more published research journals coming out, we have over 26 journals now. I've been able to appreciate it even more, whether it's from reducing stress. And oxidative stress is quite common when we are training. We place a lot of stress on our bodies, and what neutralizes that stress is your nutrition, is the antioxidants that you get from plants. So we have a study specifically done on that reduction of oxidative stress. So if you're a trainer or a healthcare professional that needs that credibility, we've got the science. But to be honest, I really think it's no nonsense, plain, simple, common sense. And that's why anyone can really get involved with our company, because it's just common sense to be able to eat more fruit and vegetables. It's common sense to have more superfoods into your diet. It's common sense to have ancient grains. Everyone's, eating quinoa, however you want to pronounce it. I knew about that 10 years ago before it became trendy. I knew about kale 10 years ago before it became trendy, because Juice Plus has kale in the blend. So we really are ahead of the game when it comes to the leading edge of information with nutrition. Then no risk. There's zero risk to get involved with Juice Plus. It's $140 a year. That's a new pair of shoes, new pair of Nikes. Actually, new pair of Nikes are $180. But the return on, I can get paid that back on one customer. If I really think about it, one customer would pay me that, and that would be my own order in a way. So the risk is really low. We get paid on retail commission, we get paid on team bonuses, and I just really want to just highlight that we are a hybrid business, meaning our business model has taken the best from retail business, direct selling, traditional business, and network marketing. But it really is up to the individual where they want to take that, which is great. So you don't have to come in and feel pressured or feel like you have to take this business anywhere where you don't want to go. I think it just comes down to what your goals are and what you want to achieve, and the relationship that you have with your sponsor who brings you or introduces you to the business. I have a lot of franchisees in my team who are healthcare professionals who do not want to become sponsors, but they love the product and they want to sell the product, or they want to recommend the product because they know that it's the real deal and it is helping people with their health. And then I have people in my team who do want to build and establish quite a big network. And now we are part of a network marketing model. And I just want to bring the elephant out of the room because really that's where a big portion of my income comes from, is from the network marketing team performance bonus. I too didn't understand that. I was afraid of that. I was afraid of what people would think of me as a network marketing professional. But over the years, the time that a network marketing income provides me, I could never work the amount of money, like as in trading hours for dollars, the amount of money that I've earned from the team bonus. And I've learned to appreciate that. You know, network marketing is about helping each other. It's about empowering each other. It's about educating. It's about providing information. It's about bringing awareness. But it's nowhere, in my experience, being adverse or negative. It's all being positive. And I sincerely mean that. And, you know, like I'm taking a couple of weeks off, and I can be confident, you know, that next up, which means I'm not going to train. I'm not going to train clients. And I don't get paid if I don't train clients. But I know that my check every month with Juice Plus is going to be paying me because of the way that the commission structure is built in to the business. But this is really just a bit of a entree taster, this call. If you have been invited to watch this recording, I do recommend you speak to the person who invited you to the recording. And just don't be afraid to ask questions. If they can't answer your questions, go to the next leader. Because someone will be available who will want to help you. Trust me. I wouldn't be where I am today if I didn't have my sponsor, Steve Calder, and then Danny Martin, who's in America, who was there to be able to help build me and build my my business to where it is today. So great. So I just really want to just finish on that. Thank you, Matthew. Thank you, Paul. And thank you, Ruth, for your contributions today. And look forward to our next call.